Hello, my name is Dr. Angela Goff. I am the assistant principal at Ketcham Elementary School located in historic Anacostia, Southeast Washington, D.C. My history here at Ketcham is an assistant principal going into my second year, and prior to this I worked at a school in DCPS as the school psychologist. Total 15 years in education, venturing from classroom teacher to school psychologist to program director and now most recently assistant principal. Here at Ketcham Elementary School, our vision is to create and cultivate a community of global learners, critical thinkers who are highly engaged and committed to reaching their apex both academically and socially. Characteristics that make Ketcham unique are the innovative learners, the risk takers, and the overachievers that we have to make this a community that works well within the school as well as within its surrounding. I support our teachers and our staff to ensure that our school is of high quality through PBIS, Positive Behavior Intervention Systems. PBIS was here at Ketcham now for 2 years, and through PBIS we have a culture where it's intentional thinkers who are courteous and mindful of others and are focused on doing their best and achieving their best through incentives and acknowledgement for positivity. Here at Ketcham Elementary School, we engage with the families of our students through Flamboyant, our family engagement programming, where we have APTT evening courses to share the data and help our parents with practices that support the students in their academic growth. In addition, we have Turning the Page, which helps with our early childhood and opens up the lines of communication between the staff and the families.
Hello, my name is Milton Bryan. I teach 5th grade math at Ketcham Elementary School. I've been teaching here at Ketcham for 5 years, and this is my 5th year as an elementary school teacher. Here at Ketcham, what makes us unique, we're a blended learning school, which means we spend a good amount of time each day working on blended learning activities, which could be math, science, or reading on the computer. Kids enjoy it, so that's a great time. Here at Ketcham, our school leadership supports me to be a great teacher in a variety of different ways. One way, she allows us to be very flexible within our teaching. She allows us to try different models, different procedures and things to really engage our students on an individual level. Another thing that she does very well, she allows us to take leadership roles within the building. That may be an RTI data meeting or math lead as myself, or you may be a blended learning lead. So it really gives you a chance to grow as a professional. Here at Ketcham, we engage with our families and students in a variety of different ways. One of the biggest ways that we've been engaging this year is Flamboyant. With Flamboyant, we have a thing called APPT, which allows us to bring in all of our parents, and we have a big community-style meeting where we talk about what the children have been learning, what they're going to be learning on in the future, and we actually give the parents a take-home activity that they can take home and implement at home with their kids. It's great for families, kids, and it helps us really build a community in our school. Another thing that we've done in the past is we've worked with different nonprofits to really build up the community within our school. Last year we went to the Ed Fest for our 5th grade students, where they were able to, just meet all the different middle school providers for DC. This is a great turnout for our kids and something that they really looked forward to talking about in the spring.
Hello, my name is Camille Townsend, and I'm the instructional coach here at Ketcham Elementary. My history with Ketcham is very extensive. I've been at Ketcham for 11 years. 10 of those years I was a teacher. Last year I was a TLI teacher leader, which meant that I coached teachers part-time and I taught ELA part-time, and this year I'm a full-time instructional coach. The vision that I have for Ketcham Elementary School is that the students here are recognized for their hard work and their efforts. Students work very hard to make huge academic gains, and we want to make sure that that is at the forefront when people think about Ketcham. We also want to make sure that we're recognized for being a very strong instructional staff that is focused on Common Core and that provide daily, highly effective lessons that engage students across content areas. Some of the characteristics that make Ketcham unique is that it really is a family. Teachers work tirelessly to make sure that we're providing students with the highest quality of education. That includes meeting on weekends, getting together after school, coming up with tons of ideas to make sure that Ketcham is an inviting and welcoming place. We're also a flamboyant school, so we do a lot with the community and parent partners. I support teachers and staff to ensure that the school is of high quality by supporting them in the role of an instructional coach. I offer weekly professional development for teachers. I offer support with our RTI, response to intervention process that we have here, and I also offer support in grade level planning. I'm also inside the classrooms visibly modeling lessons, supporting teachers with planning both in school and after school, and just brainstorming ways to make instruction more engaging for students. Ketcham Elementary engages with the families of students by being a flamboyant school. As part of the Flamboyant Corporation, we reach out to parents, we do home visits, we have tons of parent events and activities going on here to make sure that we're interacting with parents consistently. We send notices home every single Tuesday communicating to parents some of the events, the activities that are going on at Ketcham. We also make sure that teachers are doing home visits. That's a way for teachers and parents to build relationships outside of school. And along with after home visits, we want to make sure that we're doing those follow-up phone calls. Positive phone calls are also logged, and just making sure that teachers are actively pursuing positive relationships with parents.
My name is Mr. Aaron Camp, and I teach first grade at Ketcham Elementary. This is actually my second year of teaching at Ketcham Elementary, but altogether I've been teaching for about 4 years. Some characteristics of Ketcham that make it very unique is that, one, like most schools in DCPS, we are a community school, which means we get to see the parents every morning and we get to see them when they pick up their students. We also have a food pantry here, and it's just a really good familiar family in that you get to see the parents a lot, the students, you can be in the community neighborhood and see them as well, and lots of different activities where we have connection with how things are working in Anacostia, especially here in Southeast DC. There are a number of ways that school leadership helps me be a great teacher. Specifically, they're cognizant and conscious of a number of the issues that students and families face here in Southeast DC, specifically speaking to the homelessness or lack of resources and such like that. And so being mindful of those things, we are in professional development, we have response to intervention so that we know more about how to work and educate the students in this area, in this population. Ways that I engage with the families of my students, most, as I said before, most of the schools here in DCPS are schools in which you walk to, and that makes it really easy for me to see the parent and learn about how the child is doing before the beginning of the day, and also speak to them at the end of the day about how things are going. But specifically here at Ketcham, we have a mentoring program, and so I get to go out with the students and take them out as an incentive for good behavior, and that allows me to connect with the parents and build that relationship that I'm not just a teacher, but I'm also someone that can be supportive for good behavior. Additionally, parents have my phone number. I get text messages, I get calls, and just being able to go on home visits and do parent partnering and things of that sort here on the site at the school.